To Taz Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is July 9th, 2021, and we're going to be talking about Impact Wrestling results because, ladies and gentlemen, interesting thing before their contract signing with the World Champion and the Challenger. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. First, let's talk about what happened before the contract signing. Because a lot of different things. Some things happen in the at the end of the contract, or during the contract. But ladies and gentlemen, we got Sami Callihan doing an interview with Gia. Now I remember her name. And then a policeman came up to Sami Callihan and said he's arrested for assaulting an older man. And that older man was Don Callis. So he had footage of Sami and his cell, but we didn't get to see in the footage. We didn't get to see Sami's face. We see his tattoos. We see his hat and his vest and all that stuff. And Don Callis saying, "Oh, you're going to hurt an older man with a bat?" And then I guess this fake Sami, yes, it's a fake. He threw the bat away, and then he punched Don Callis in the face. So, that's the footage. So, he got proof that he got attacked and got assaulted by Sami. Scott D'Amore came up to Don Callis and says, "We're still going to have the contract to just to make fun." So, Kenny is going to be there and sign a contract. Don, you like to be scared, but your plans never work. Doesn't feel like it, because every time it feels like Kenny is not going to defend his title, and then it turns out he defends his title. Because I remember you try to fire Sami after you heard the announcement after Against All Odds. Sami will be versing the winner at Slammiversary. So you tried to fire him. But Tommy Dreamer reinstated Sami Callihan. Now you're trying to get him arrested. Are you guys a bunch of cowards? Can you guys ever win without cheating and not complaining and whining? My goodness. By God, Kenny Omega is a baby. He's not by God. He's not the greatest. He's just a baby. He tried to outrun. He tried to run away from Adam Page on AEW. Now he's running away from Sami Callihan. Like seriously, what is wrong? What is your deal? Stop being a baby. You need your bottle? Don Callis will give you your bottle. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to start off Impact Wrestling, the matches, we got Jake Something versus Brian Myers. Whoever wins, they had to say to their opponent, the losing guy, that they're professional. So I thought it was a pretty decent match. Not bad. But the winner of that match was Jake Something. But Brian Myers was about to say it until Sam Beal attacked Jake Something. So there was a 2-on-1 attack onto Jake Something until the return of Matt Cardona came to help Jake Something to get rid of Sam Beal and Brian Myers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Deonna Purrazzo does not know her opponent at Slammiversary, but she does know that she will defend her title last night in an open challenge against a lady called Lady Frost. Who's that? But ladies and gentlemen, it was an okay match, not bad. But the winner of that match was Deonna Purrazzo. But Deonna Purrazzo wants to know who she'll be versing at Slammiversary. She says she's the greatest. Maybe she doesn't have to wrestle in Slammiversary. Think again. The Hall of Famer. She's not a WWE Hall of Famer. She's a Impact Wrestling Hall of Famer. Gail Kim came out and told Deonna Purrazzo the news that you will defend your title, but you will not know your opponent until Slammiversary. Your opponent will be a mystery opponent. So who will it be? Will it be any of these guys that got released from the WWE? Well, ladies. Or maybe it could be Gail Kim. Think. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, we got more matches that got added to Slammiversary. Speaking of Slammiversary, I guess Eddie Edwards challenged W. Missouri, whatever his name is, aka Big Haz, to a match at Slammiversary. And he went in the ring and he says, I accept your match at Slammiversary. But he's going to show Eddie Edwards what's going to happen to him. Not like how everybody in the back, he says, I'm going to be your friend and I'm going to be nice. I won't hurt you. But he says, I'm going to show you against these three guys. So he versus three jobbers in a 3-on-1 handicap match. And he just destroyed these guys. These guys were heavy guys. And they got beat up by one man. Then we had a no one contendership to the Knockouts Tag Team titles. It will be Rosemary and Havoc versus Susan and Kimberly. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Rosemary and Havoc. Did they get on Slammiversary? Well, we had our main event. But we didn't know this match is going to happen. But we do know that at Slammiversary, because what Violent by Design did to Willie Mack and Rich Swann, TJP and Paula Ball, and some reason the Good Brothers shows up, that at Slammiversary, the tag titles will be on the line in a 4-way match. It will be TJP and Paula Ball versus Rich Swann and Willie Mack versus the Good Brothers versus Violent by Design for the tag titles. But tonight, or last night, main event, there will be a 4-way match. It will be Carl Anderson from the Good Brothers versus Rich Swann, Willie Mack's partner, because they don't have a team name, versus TJP teaming up with Paul Ball. He will be in that match versus Tina from Violence by Design. They will be in a 4-way match. I thought it was a terrific match. It was decent. But the winner of that match was Carl Anderson. Now we got the contract signing. We got Kenny Omega, Scott D'Amore, and Don Callis. Don Callis wanted to shut up. Still talking. Oh, man. I think I told you guys this before, but I don't like people. I don't like the heels that loves to talk. And guess what? He talks a lot. And he says he's an old guy. He says he's 47 years old. I don't think that's old. I don't think you could get arrested by hurting a 40-year-old man. Because I believe a 40-year-old man could still fight. That's not old. For a man that got assaulted on his jaw, he still talks. But ladies and gentlemen, Kenny's not signed the contract, and then they want to find out what's happening. Sammy cannot sign because he's in jail. But the lights flickered. Don Callis had an excuse why it flickered, but he didn't have an excuse when the lights went out. And then on the Titantron, we got the security camera showing the big screen of what happened to Don Callis. Well, we got Johnny Swinger filming the whole thing, and we saw that supposed to be Sammy Callahan threw the bats and punched Don Callis, but it wasn't Sammy. It was staged. I don't know who the guy was that punched Don Callis. I thought it was one of the Good Brothers. I don't know who it is, but it was staged, and it wasn't Sammy. Sammy's hacker logo came up, and he popped out of nowhere to attack Kenny Omega with the bats and start beating him up. Kenny had a little upper hand. He tried to mock Sami Callihan by doing a thumbs up, thumbs down. Well, he got a little blow. I thought Gene's supposed to be strong. I guess not for low blows. And then Sami did a thumbs up, thumbs down, did a package power driver. And then he signs the contract. It's official. It will be Kenny versus Sami for the world title at Slammiversary. But he wasn't done there. He was about to leave, and then he came back in, did a powerbomb through a table on Kenny Omega. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot one thing that happened on AEW, and I think it was funny. But there was a fan that mostly every wrestling business has this problem, that a fan runs into the ring. But this fan wants to beat up MJF. And then when they were doing the stipulation thing, Chris Jericho says, "I should have let that fat guy beat the living hell out of you." Everybody laughed. I thought it was funny. Because normally when that happens, when there's a fan that comes in the ring, they don't talk about it. They don't talk about a fan interrupting the show. But it was funny that they actually brought it up about the fan. I think Chris Jericho's trying to be mean to this guy fan because you shouldn't run into the ring or jump over the barricade because you're mad about the characters. Don't do that. Any fan of you guys, whoever you guys are, don't get assaulted what they say because it's not real. Well, maybe it is real how they feel in real life about that city, but don't be offended because you could go in jail if you jump over the barricade and you run into the ring. You could be in jail because the barricades is to save the wrestlers from you guys, not to hurt them. And they can't go over the barricade sometimes. They can't attack the fans. The barricade is to save them and save you. Because if they do the springboards, you don't want to get hurt. So there's barricades. That's what WWE is doing. That's what Impact Wrestling does. They don't really have good barricades. But that's what the barricades is all about. Don't jump over the barricades. It's to protect people. Not to get kicked in the head. If Sami Guevara does a springboard onto somebody outside the ring, it won't hurt the person. It won't hurt the fans. Because they will land onto the barricade. Okay? Don't jump over the barricade. I never thought of doing that. But don't jump over the barricade. There's some wrestling companies that doesn't have barricades. Because they're a smaller company. And smaller arenas. But big arenas has barricades. Because there's deranged fans. But if you guys do enjoy this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. See you guys Saturday for SmackDown. That's all for me today. Time is up. Bye!